Most people think manipulation is obvious. They imagine a liar, a scammer, or someone with bad intentions written all over their face. But the most effective manipulators don't look dangerous at all. They look like trusted coworkers, close friends, and even romantic partners. The scary part? You may have been manipulated today without even realizing it. So how do they do it? Human behavior is driven by emotions far more than logic. Most of the decisions you make every day happen automatically, without conscious thought. And manipulators know exactly how to exploit that. Think about the last time you agreed to something you didn't want to do. Maybe you stayed late at work, lent money to someone, or apologized for something that wasn't your fault. At the time, it felt like your decision. But what if someone carefully guided you toward that choice without you noticing? The techniques you're about to hear aren't limited to movies or toxic relationships. They happen every day in workplaces, friendships, and dating situations. And once you recognize them, you'll start seeing them everywhere. Point 1. The guilt weapon. One of the oldest manipulation tactics is making you feel guilty. Instead of asking directly for what they want, manipulators make you feel responsible for their emotions. Suddenly, saying no feels selfish. For example, a friend might say, "I guess I'll just handle everything myself, like always." They're not asking for help. They're making you feel bad enough to offer it. Psychologists often connect this to emotional coercion, using feelings instead of facts to influence behavior. And once guilt becomes their weapon, they usually move on to something even more powerful. Point 2. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is when someone makes you question your own memory, perception, or reality. They deny things they clearly said. They rewrite events. They make you feel like you're overreacting. Imagine confronting a partner about something hurtful they did. Instead of taking responsibility, they say, "That never happened. You're imagining things." Over time, you stop trusting yourself and start relying on them for what's true. That's exactly what they want. Point 3. The silent treatment. Silence can be more controlling than words. Manipulators know that humans naturally seek connection. When they suddenly withdraw attention, affection, or communication, it creates anxiety. A coworker might ignore your messages after a disagreement. A partner may stop talking to you for days. The goal isn't space. The goal is making you uncomfortable enough to chase their approval. And that's where many people unknowingly give away their power. But here's where it gets really interesting, because the next two tactics are often mistaken for kindness. Point 4. Love bombing. At first, love bombing feels amazing. Someone gives you endless attention, compliments, gifts, and affection. It seems like you've finally met the perfect person. But the intensity isn't genuine connection. It's often a strategy to create emotional dependency quickly. Once you're attached, the behavior changes. The affection becomes conditional, and suddenly you're working hard just to get back the attention they gave freely in the beginning. Psychologists describe this as part of an idealization and devaluation cycle. Point 5. Playing the victim. This may be the most difficult tactic to spot. Manipulators rarely see themselves as the villain. Instead, they position themselves as the victim in every situation. No matter what happens, someone else is always to blame. A manager blames employees for every mistake. A partner blames stress, childhood experiences, or your reactions for their behavior. The conversation shifts away from accountability and towards sympathy. And before you realize it, you're comforting the person who caused the problem in the first place. The truth is, manipulation doesn't work because people are weak. It works because people are human. The more you understand these tactics, the harder it becomes for anyone to control your decisions, emotions, or sense of reality. So the next time someone makes you feel guilty, confused, desperate for approval, or responsible for their actions, stop and ask yourself one question. Are they communicating honestly? Or are they trying to control the outcome? The people who understand this will always be one step ahead. Now you're one of them.